Could you spend a whole work week around a group of strangers not saying a word? I went to Loyola for my master's degree. Loyola's a Catholic university, and the second year that I was there, I decided to go on one of their campus life events, and it was a 5-day silent retreat. Let me tell you about it. Loyola is a Jesuit school, and one of the ways of Jesuit meditation, there are several, is silent retreat, taking time, intentional time to be silent to get closer to God. And I wanted to use this opportunity to see what would happen and just to develop my spiritual voice and my inner voice more without the influence of other people. New environment to do it in. Loyola has an ecological center where they host these retreats. It's an old Catholic building, and it's basically set up like a hotel. It has dorm rooms with a bathroom, and for the retreat, they actually had us stay in there one by one, for full silence effect. He couldn't be silent if he tried. So we get there. We all ride a bus there, and it's like a group of, college students, and they're all like excited and chatty, and they let us chat on the bus ride there to Woodstock, Illinois. They let us chat on the bus there, and we get there, and we all sit in a room, and we eat lunch in a cafeteria, and we begin the silence. We eat that first meal in silence, and then you go about your day. You can study, you can pray, you can read, you can nap, you can walk outside. It was an ecological center, so it had trails and water. It was January, so it was cold, but the outdoors was available, which was nice. To be able to be in nature, especially being in the city, being in graduate school. And that first evening there, like most people spend the days by themselves and then group up at meal times, and they also had the option of going to mass. So that first night they invited everybody to come for that first night, and they hosted it, and it was silent, and they did the service, and then we dispersed back into our rooms. You're not supposed to do phones or technology or anything either. Like, no music, no talking, no music, no audiobooks, no noise, as quiet as possible. And on the campus, they have different areas. It's got a cathedral area, it's got room for many, many people to sleep, it's got meeting rooms, it's got offices, and it's just like hallways and stairs, and when you pass people, everybody's in silence, they'll like smile or nod, or sometimes like not even make eye contact depending on like how they're practicing or whatever. And they had opportunities for us to do like, come and do puzzles as a group, or him listening so intently to my story. Come and do puzzles, come and draw, or come and, we would do things as a group, but they would be like silent activities, and you were out of the city, so it was just quiet anyway. And it was just really interesting to like be in the dead of winter, like no leaves on the trees, no people around, no noise. And they did give you 1 hour that you were allowed to talk because they matched you with a spiritual mentor. And so that was a time where you could talk about your experience on the retreat and anything else like you wanted to process with somebody. So you would schedule your time and you would go in there and you would then return to your silence. It gives like therapy energy, honestly. You have a good like 50-minute session and then right back to it. And I was like pretty fresh, shaved my head, in a Catholic institution presenting the way that I present. And I got matched with this conservative woman. And it was such an interesting, like, reflective time for me to feel the difference of, like, this experience that I really wanted to be doing, like, connecting to nature and feeling really vulnerable, in, like, my own, like, identity and self-discovery journey, and being around a group of strangers, doing something I didn't know if I was going to be able to do or not. And then, like, matched with somebody who is, like, straight out of, like, my culturally Catholic upbringing in Indiana, as far as, like, level of conservativeness and, like, feeling misunderstood and lonely and isolated. So it was weird to like, he's trying to comfort me because he's a therapy cat. You know, that level of self-reflection with that level of trigger of like reminding how it used to feel. And it was fine, you know, it was a good experience for me. I read a lot of books and stuff. But she just did not get it. And like the last day that I met with her, she said to me, "You are a special creature." And I wasn't sure if that was a good thing or a bad thing. I still don't know, but